so hard because y'all are here.
Yeah, if you're just by yourself, could you sit there for an hour like that?
I think that's what he does.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
That's actually his normal.
Yeah, I don't know if he's just. It would be weird if for an hour by himself he's just.
The fake smile.
But like in the corner, that'd be a little different.
Some places are meant to scare you. They are built on screams, fog, flashing lights, and the expectation that you will leave shaken, but unharmed. Haunted houses, Halloween mazes, cornfield trails. They thrive on the illusion of terror, but sometimes the illusion breaks. And when it does, the horror isn't acting. It's real. Hey there, listeners, and welcome back to Fear and Flame Podcast. I'm Brooklyn.
I'm Mason.
What?
And today we're talking about haunted houses. So, strike a match, light a candle, and settle in. This one is sure to ignite some fear.
I can't get over the shaking. I know.
We've been to some haunted houses together.
Yeah, the real horror is
You guys-
realizing how little everyone else in the group cares about you.
Yeah.
Did you get pushed to the back, Wyatt?
It's interesting getting to see that side of like the survival
Mode.
instincts of what you consider your friends and family.
Yeah.
You know. And
When you start at the front and end up in the back very quickly.
You see where priorities lie
Yeah.
very quickly. You know, you see who's willing to throw.
You didn't
one to
act
the slot.
scared. I'm one of those people that I don't act like I'm scared. I can put up the front that I'm not scared. I'm just like, oh, hey, but
yeah, I put up the front
internally,
because
I'm
I didn't
scared.
want them messing with me.
Yes.
See, but here's the thing, though, and I wonder if it's like because some of these people take it very seriously, and I wonder if that's almost like a challenge.
Like, I'm going to scare
Yes,
you
like I'm gonna freak you out more.
because you're not scared.
Yeah, we got
Yes.
caught in the hallway or something because y'all wouldn't move forward, so I was in the back.
Well, I think we were stuck.
Yeah,
And the two people that were supposed to be chasing us kind of like through this hallway or whatever, since I was in the very back, they
We
were
were just
just
standing
right
they were
behind you.
just standing behind me with like hammers just whacking the wall.
The
I
clowns.
remember that.
Great.
Well, do you
we're just
remember as soon
stuck.
as we walked into the first room, somebody was getting taken out on a
Yeah, they had
paramedics.
like a seizure or something.
Yeah, I saw whatever his face's pinhead or whatever was
I
like
knew
there
immediately.
helping.
I was like, this is
Get her on
not
a
good.
stretcher.
Yeah, and I thought, well,
Somebody's already down.
because we didn't even know. I didn't even for a little bit. For a second, I wasn't even sure. Like I was like, this is a weird bit.
Yeah, for a second I was like,
Just
is this
start
part of the
like-
show?
Yeah, to start off with.
You think that for a second, and they're like, no, they're trying to get her
yeah.
out.
Yeah, they were like, no, we need to clear the way. We're bringing her out on a stretcher. I was like, oh.
Which I think that would be a good bit to like think
Yeah, it would
to,
scare
like,
me.
to where it looks like that it's an actual
yeah,
like
that was like the second room or something.
Because you walk through the walls that like were touching you, the walls,
Yeah.
and then you get into the first room. It's the clown room where immediately someone was on the floor.
on the floor. Yeah.
I like the one where it was the flashing, and then there was people
Crawling
scurrying
around on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, the worst part of that was the flashing. I
Yeah.
think I could have cared less about like
Yeah, the people
guys
didn't
that
bother
were-
me, but the flashing,
Yeah.
I was like getting dizzy. I was like, oh, they might be stretchering me out of here.
Yeah,
And before we even got there, we were at the restaurant with the all-you-can-eat ribs,
Yep.
and there was that dude there.
That ate
That
like
had, like,
7 racks of
100
ribs.
ribs.
Yeah.
Like he
Legend.
was the first horror of the night before we even got to the scare
that's who I
house.
want to be one day.
He was serious. It was scary.
Yeah, that
That's
was
like,
scary.
and it's not even like a challenge, man. You're just doing it. You're doing it for the love of the game.
Yeah.
He was there by himself.
Yeah, like, I don't even think that
Just
there
a
was
That was
table.
before people were doing the food eating competitions, videoing themselves or
Yeah,
something.
that
No,
was-
that was his dinner.
There was it wasn't a challenge. There was no
No.
camera. He was just putting down his
He was just
menu
trying to make
ribs.
it to the next day, man.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's one thing. It's like, and it's crazy because I feel like it's more socially acceptable to do that with beers than it is with ribs.
Yeah.
Like if you want to go, if you have a rough day and you want to go knock back like 10 or 12 at like the local, Chili's, then you by all means.
Yeah.
But as soon as a guy walks in and he wants about 10 racks of ribs
Yeah.
on his plate, we start looking at him funny.
Yeah. Hey,
know,
I was
something's
worried
not
about
right.
him.
Yeah,
I still think about the fact that I still think about that. How many years has that been? Over 10?
It's probably been
Over
about
10.
It's been 8 to 10.
Yeah. Because I had to be I had to be 15 or less.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I was 12 or 13.
Yeah. Something like
Yeah.
that. Oh, man. We're getting old.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
So we're going to get into some haunted houses. So real haunted houses that people visit and go to for Halloween season.
Yeah.
So this first one is in Pittsburgh. It happened in Pittsburgh in the fall of 2017. During the height of Halloween season, guests streamed through Screamtown, a haunted house known locally for its aggressive actors and immersive sets. The fog machines hissed, the scent of damp wood and makeup clinging to the air, and visitors were warned to keep moving through the halls. Somewhere in a dimly lit hallway, an actor was supposed to be hanging as part of the scene. A lifeless figure swaying gently from a noose, meaning to evoke nervous laughter and tense excitement. People laughed nervously as they passed, assuming the body in the shadows was just a prop. No one stopped to look closely, and no one realized until it was too late that the man was no longer breathing. Guests described the unnatural silence that fell over the hallway, the kind that swallows screams and laughter alike. Some even claimed they felt the presence of someone or something watching it from the corners, a cold awareness it wasn't part of the scripted scare. Investigators later confirmed that there had been a tragic mishap with the rigging and the performer had accidentally died. So for those who were there that night, the memory of the silent swaying figure lingers, a reminder that sometimes terror isn't staged.
Dang.
Imagine. So I don't know how you would have made that work anyways as a staged actor.
I've heard people do like try to pull something like that off.
Man, I would
before.
just use a dummy.
And almost every time I've heard of it, it does
There's
not
an
turn out.
accident.
Yeah, it does not turn out how you want it to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's pushing the line too far. Like, let's use a dummy or something. We don't need to fake hang someone.
Yeah, it's like watching those waterboarding pranks, and I don't think these people understand to waterboard somebody. Like they're just doing it. It's
Yeah,
not even
like
like
it's real.
yeah,
it is
like
actual
it's not even
waterboarding.
like
It's not
it's
a
not
joke.
like we're messing around. It's the same thing with like I'm gonna fake hang myself.
No.
How are you gonna do that?
Yeah.
you know. Are we?
I know. I'm sure. Like
Yeah, they've
thinking
got
there's like a
harnesses and
harness or
stuff.
something on them holding, but
But if
something
the harness
obviously
failed and you've
happened.
got a noose around your neck.
There's
it's
not
still
much.
a noose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think and how
That's
long?
terrifying because he had to have been choking out for a good bit.
Yeah.
And they were
So
thinking
he was probably like
genuinely,
swinging
like-
and
Yeah, and they thought that
trying
he
to
was
get attention and then
Yeah.
And they're
They
like,
thought he was faking
yeah.
or pretending.
that
You know?
gum.
Yeah, that's
Because you just look at if you're in the mindset of like, hey, I'm just gonna go through this
Yeah.
haunted
Yeah,
house. You
that
see
makes
something
me
like
so
that, you're
sick.
like, oh man, that's.
It looks
they really
so
went
real.
all out.
Yeah, that looks so real.
know?
And then it is.
And then you come out and they're like, hey guys.
We need eyewitness reports.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing is like, do you tell people? I guess you have to.
Yeah,
right?
you
be
have
like,
to because
"Hey,
you
we
need eyewitness reports to make sure
Yeah.
that someone didn't do something to the person for
Yeah.
them to die.
Because after the guy just, I wouldn't want to know.
No, I wouldn't
I'd
either.
like to stay ignorant.
I would never
but-
do a haunted house again. I'm sure. You can't.
Yeah, I mean but I'm sure. I mean, it's one of those things where it's just like, yeah, let's maybe not pretend to kill ourselves because
Yeah.
the line
It's so
between pretending
dangerous.
killing ourselves
And actually,
and doing it it gets blurry.
Yeah, I don't
you
like
know,
it.
so
I think safety before anything, and a haunted house is just as scary with a dummy than an
like
live
an
actor.
animatronic or something.
Yes,
Yeah, we
something-
didn't.
Yeah, like
You didn't have to put a guy in the news.
no,
You know, like,
no. Mm-mm. I've never been to a haunted house where it's so real like that. It's always more like, not that haunted houses are kid friendly, but it's not as scary as like going to.
like the real deal
Yeah,
stuff.
where you have to sign the waivers where they can touch you and they can do the crazy stuff like that.
I've been
so
to one or two of those.
You have, I
They're
haven't.
awesome.
You like it?
They're fun.
I
There was,
couldn't do
there was
it.
that one where they the dude like I think it was like dirt and like it looked like dirt and like I don't know if it was real worms or fake worms
Probably
and
real.
like dust and stuff and you had to get that and you had to like put it on your face to go
Ooh.
to the next room and he wouldn't let you leave unless you did it. And we had one of Lauren's friends with us and she's really like she's like the chicken nuggets everywhere you go kid
Yeah.
type thing.
Yeah. Mhm.
And she did not want to do it at all.
I don't blame her.
And so it was literally at the point
They
where
wouldn't
I think
let you leave. Like
yeah,
literally
they were
would
like,
not
no,
let
you
leave.
have to. And I think it got to the point where my dad was like, hey, we're going.
You've got no options left.
They're like, we're leaving. She doesn't have to do that. Like, she told the dude, we're walking.
We're gonna go.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, Corey.
He was like, this isn't
no,
like,
Corey's
I thought he
like-
was telling the kid.
No,
No,
hey,
he
we're
was
walking.
telling the actors, like,
Yeah,
you're
like,
letting us out of
hey,
this room.
I was gonna say.
nuh-uh. So, yeah,
I thought
no.
Corey was telling the kid, like, hey, we're up the dirt on our face.
Yeah, all right.
We're leaving you in here.
All right, little,
Little girl.
little girl, let's put the worms in your face, No, yeah, but
Was
it was
that in Oklahoma? Like, it was
was in
one of the
Oklahoma.
closer ones, yeah.
yeah, and it was fun, but it was one of those things where it is kind of like, man, like
Could they touch you?
Yeah.
I don't, I'm
Yeah.
not a fan.
I don't like people touching
Yeah,
me.
don't touch me.
because my concern too is how many times have like people that were like, yeah, I think I'm gonna kill somebody, and the way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna sign up to be one of like the scarers.
Well,
And,
that's
like,
what like we might be getting into something.
All right, I mean,
The next one is decades earlier in Long Beach, California. A television crew filming inside a crumbling funhouse uncovered something far stranger than any movie set could prepare them for. A figure hung from the rafters, motionless, appearing to be nothing more than a cheap papier-mâché prop. But when a crew member touched it, the arm snapped, revealing dry, brittle human bone beneath the paint and wax. It was not a prop. It was the mummified remains of Elmer McCurdy, a notorious outlaw killed in 1911 during a botched train robbery in Oklahoma.
I remember that story.
Yep.
I've heard that story.
After his death, his body had been embalmed with arsenic, displayed in a funeral parlor, and eventually passed from carnival to carnival as a freak attraction. Decades before anyone realized people were staring at a real corpse. Employees and visitors recalled an oppressive energy surrounding the figure. Cold spots in corners, footsteps in hallways, and whispers in the dark. A lingering sense of being observed. Even decades later, the space seemed haunted by the outlaw who never truly left.
If you're running a haunted house, that's a buy there.
oh, dude, you're telling me, yeah, it's like the actual remains.
Yeah.
I wonder-
Killed outlaw.
Like,
take
it
that.
seems like this happens a lot with haunted houses, movie sets, places like that. They get things for sets like a skeleton that's supposed to be fake or whatever, and then later they find out, oh, actually, this was a real skeleton of someone, and it wasn't agreed upon for their
'cause
body
here's
to
the
be
thing.
used as a...
It's I think it genuinely is. If you want to be as anatomically correct as you can, the cheapest way to do it is just
body.
get an actual like
Body.
human skeleton.
Yeah.
Because like the medical grade ones, they go for like $700 a pop. You could probably dig up a guy for like 50 bones.
Which
you
is
could get a
illegal.
body.
Here you
Easy.
go. So because what was that? I don't even remember the
Well,
name
I'm
of the
sure
movie
that-
where like everybody died or whatever.
Yeah, what movie was that?
And they use like actual.
Bones. They
Yeah,
had
actual
actual
skeletons
bones
or
and
whatever.
stuff.
And it was
And there was
because
a
it was
bunch
cheaper.
of accidents going on, and I
Yeah.
can't remember. I know what you're talking about.
What was
but
it about?
It was a scary movie.
Yeah, I
Like,
can't remember what
House
it was.
of Corpses or something? What is it? I don't know.
No.
I
Was
don't
it
know of any
it
that
wasn't a
used real
Conjuring.
bones.
Can't remember. I do know
it was
that.
one of the very popular scary movies.
Yeah, I do remember that it was like, hey, like every actor or whatever died with it. But then I think that they thought it was like the real explanation was because I think it was like they were in a really radiated area or something like
Was it
that,
one of
and
the
ended
old
up getting
zombie
cancer.
movies or something?
No, look it up and just see scary movie where real bones were used and lots of accidents occurred or things were happening to the cast and crew.
But yeah, I think like genuinely, I think it probably is cheaper to just get bodies.
I think people
get a
just
couple
don't
cadavers.
ask questions because they're like, "Oh, that's only $100. We'll take that one."
Yeah.
And they're not going to ask.
Yeah.
Poltergeist?
Yep, I
Yeah.
think it was Poltergeist.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does that say?
Yeah, in the 1982 film, famously used real human skeletons in the pool scene where actress Jo Beth Williams is submerged in muddy water with skeletons. The skeletons were a cheaper alternative to the cost of creating realistic-looking fake ones at the time.
Yep.
Yeah, because I mean, heck, if
The
you want.
death of some cast members over the years have fueled speculation about a curse, but skeptics point out that most of the deaths were due to chronic illnesses rather than sudden or unnatural events. There's no evidence to suggest the use of real skeletons caused these deaths. Yeah, because I remember seeing I've never watched all of Poltergeist, but I've seen parts of it.
I've never watched it. There's a lot of scary movies I've never watched.
Yeah, because I think it really is. if you want to be as realistic as you can be.
Yeah. And if that's easier and cheaper, like they just don't ask questions or like,
They may be like, actually, I want it to be real, but I want this to be
I don't like that.
as accurate as we can.
Just disrespectful to the person. Like if they wanted their body to be donated to science, like their body should have been donated to science, not donated to a movie
and here's the
set.
problem
Let's
with
not
that.
blur the lines.
Yeah, but here's the problem with donating your body to science. That is a very broad terminology. That could be because you could be like, oh, well, you're gonna be a cadaver for
Skull or
some medical.
something.
But then it's like we're gonna test a bomb.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how the body reacts.
to it.
Yeah. I think if you sign your body away to anything, you don't really.
You can be used for whatever.
Yeah. I think
If you're, you know what I'm saying?
legal terminology can be a
Yeah,
little
that's
flaky
true.
on that.
Pretty gray area.
You guys could so just so you guys use me for whatever. If you want to, it doesn't really matter to me. I won't care.
I won't be here
it's
anymore.
not gonna bother me any.
It's whatever.
Yeah, once you sign that stuff away, I mean, what
They can
what
do
difference
whatever, I
is it?
guess.
Yeah.
But the thing is, really, what's the difference between your body getting used for science and for a good
movie.
horror movie?
Yeah. Are you gonna notice?
Yeah.
I guess it just depends on people's beliefs. Some people have different beliefs surrounding.
I think that we should
body
still mummify
after.
people.
You think so? No, is
so.
that not
We
what we
pretty
do in
much
I think
embalming?
the Egypts, yeah,
Embalming's kind of like that.
that's pretty much what we do.
Yeah.
So the
Not
Egyptians
the
had it
wax
right.
and stuff like the cowboy was put in, but
What did that
Arsenic.
look like too?
it had to. They thought it looked like paper mache, like he looked like a wrinkly,
mummy?
crinkly, probably.
Or did he look like a dead body?
But he was covered in wax, so arsenic and wax. I mean, his bones were
So
so.
probably just the skin had dried out so much it
Yeah.
looked like paper.
Man, what a cool like that. Like if I was running a haunted house,
I'd want it.
load it up, put her in the back. That's the one. I mean, yeah, I think that's better than the last one. I mean,
Yeah, then
Oh,
killing
then a
guy.
live person.
Yeah.
I agree. A live person dying.
like maybe
Absolutely.
let's use the already dead body for
Yeah.
stuff like this, guys.
I agree.
He's not gonna mind.
Yeah. Our next one is in 1984. A haunted castle attraction in New Jersey became a real life nightmare. Faulty electrical wiring sparked a fire that raced through the wooden structure faster than anyone could escape. 8 teenagers tragically lost their lives. Subsequent investigations revealed that several exit doors had been locked, trapping victims inside as the fire consumed the castle. The ruins of the castle became stuff of local legend. Residents reported seeing shadowy figures among the charred beams and hearing faint whispers in the wind where screams had died. Many believe the building itself had absorbed the tragedy, storing it in ashes and radiating fear to anyone brave or foolish enough to wander near. The story serves as a chilling reminder. Some attractions are haunted not by actors, but by the memories of lives lost. Which, that one's devastating because...
Not very good emergency doors.
Why have we not learned to let emergency doors be open by the 80s?
That would ruin the horror of it.
Right?
Yeah, oh, sorry, you can't get out.
Yep.
We want you to be even more scared.
We
like,
got
common sense. Let's use our common sense. Let's have the exit doors be unlocked so people can get out in case of a fire.
Emergency exit doors.
Yeah.
You're really
Yeah.
scared now. You really can't get out. Like, yeah, I'm scared now. Now I'm going to die for real.
Because heck, I mean, who locks an emergency exit door? Who's like, you know what? Nah, we don't. That one's all right.
And it had to be numerous doors for them to not be able to
Well, it
get out
said
in
8,
time.
didn't they?
Well, 8 people passed
Oh,
away.
yeah.
There
I
were
mixed it.
several exit doors,
Gotcha.
several that were locked.
But yeah, no, that's not
Not good.
ideal.
Yeah, it's not good.
Not ideal.
I prefer my emergency doors unlocked.
Yeah, if
We're
I
gonna have
could.
them. Like, if we're gonna
If I
have them,
could.
let's keep them
Yeah.
unlocked.
I mean, at
People
that point,
can't get
that's
in.
just a door.
Yeah,
That's
people
not
can't get
even-
in through them.
you know.
So
So let's. I mean, at least. I mean, you could do the alarm thing if you want to, just so nobody's like,
yeah, the sound
bolting
people are
out.
just getting out just to
But-
get out. But
Yeah, I don't know. That's not good.
and a lot of, and this is kind of like with our circus, which at least way back then they didn't know as much. They're learning by doing stupid things. But into the late 1900s, like 1960s, 70s, 80s, like it's safe. It's all about safety. They didn't care about safety. We're gonna let somebody.
I think you're giving people a lot of credit.
I think because I think that even recently I've heard a lot of like concerts.
Yeah.
Like I think there was that one. I don't even remember what it was, but it was recently that one concert where they had pyro whatever.
Yeah, for all the
pyrotechnics, and the whole building caught on fire.
Yeah, like it's
and there was
great
like 100
whenever it
people
works.
or
Whenever it
something like
works
that.
right, it's cool. Looks great. Super fun. Super sweet. But when it doesn't work right, a bunch of people are gonna die. So maybe
And I think it was like they didn't even like the band didn't even get the pyrotechnics cleared with the venue or something like that.
Really?
they just used
Yeah,
it.
and so they were using it, and then like the whole building caught on fire.
Oh my
Yeah, I think
gosh.
100 people ended up losing their lives because.
And it's not just the
And there
fire,
wasn't
it's
enough-
people trampling other people and
Yeah.
exit.
But do you expect me to go to a show and not see
Fire?
pyrotechnics?
But no, yeah, I mean it's one of those things where it's just like maybe let's throw a couple more doors, a few more exits. Maybe we don't have the one.
Let's get things thoroughly like inspected and certified, and let's just do things the right way the first time, so we don't have to live and learn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just like these planes. Did I tell you guys about my plane that I went on?
I did not. What happened to your plane? Now
we had a delay.
did you
and-
use the emergency exit door?
We had 2 delays, and you know what they did? We're sitting there like waiting. They get on the intercom and they're like, "Hello, this is the aircraft support speaking, and we just wanted to let you know that your cabin hasn't been pressurized right because there's a hole in it. But don't worry, because we're going to patch this hole up as quickly as we possibly can." Let's not do that as quickly as we possibly can. Like, maybe let's fix it right so that when everybody gets onto the plane, we don't die.
We'll just ride a little lower. Should be fine.
Which luckily they got us a different plane. But who gets on the intercom and says, "There's a hole in your plane, but don't worry, we're going to patch it up as quick as we can."
Oh,
That's
JB,
what
well,
I'm
that
talking
sucker
about.
up
Little bit
right
on it.
away. Yep.
Smear it on.
She'll be good. A little bit of that tape.
This is America. Come on
You
now.
know, we've only had a
Bubblegum.
couple airplanes shoot the tail out the back. You know, it's no biggie.
No, it's
no big
insane.
deal. That's why we give you masks.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Get your
You'll be
oxygen
fine.
high on the way down.
Yeah.
You'll be all good. It's okay. The pilot gets more oxygen than you guys. He'll be able to figure it out. He's got you. You know what?
crazy.
And let's do a pilot.
I
episode,
think
too.
you get
Yeah.
plane tickets, you're kind of asking for some
Yeah.
troubles.
I mean, at this
Man
point-
wasn't
I've just
meant
never
to touch
heard of
the
them saying
skies.
that before. Like, usually they'll be like, "Oh, we're having some issues," but
You'd rather
Yeah.
them
We'll let
leave
you
you in the
know.
He
grave.
was a little honest with that one. A little
they
bit
were
like,
a little
hey,
too honest. I feel like
yeah.
you probably shouldn't do that. We
Guys,
found a hole in the cabin, but
there's a
don't worry, we're
hole.
going to patch it real
The door
quick.
doesn't seal very well. Wings are kind of, a little iffy on this one, but
Give us
She's
10
got
minutes.
a couple more flights in.
this is Spirit Airlines, so
It wasn't
we know
even
you don't really
Spirit.
care.
It wasn't even Spirit. I'm never riding that airline again, though. The
What,
one that I
Frontier?
rode. It was American.
It's American.
Of course it was
Yeah.
American.
Hey, man, I mean, United, they'll just chunk you out. They don't even want you in that sucker.
Like, I don't know if we've got enough fuel. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Put your parachutes on.
Yeah. Said it's fine. We've got like a raft in your seat. Try to land on that. But no, seriously, there's a couple. I think it was. Oh, I watched like one of those cool animated airplane video. Hey, you ever seen those? Where they animate like the stories of what happened with like airlines and airplanes and their problems. I watched one where it was a fellow that like it was a pilot, and he just took the entire plane hostage, went up to the like 35,000 feet, locked the co-pilot out, and depressurized the entire plane. And the pilots, they get a lot more air than the passengers. So the passengers ran out within an hour. This dude has like a few hours. So he basically deprived them of oxygen, killed everybody on board, went back down to whatever, and managed to like skirt the air boundaries or whatever between 2 or 3 different, and then just like put it in the ocean somewhere.
So did he live or no?
I'd say no.
Okay.
I don't think you make it out of that one.
So
but
how many? Do you know how many casualties that
100
was?
something.
Wow.
I mean, it was a airplane full of people.
Yeah.
But they died before he crashed.
Oh yeah, no, they were
Oh,
out.
I'd rather went out on the crash.
Me
than-
too. Then
No, you
not
don't.
be able to breathe.
Because you
Do you pass out first?
You lose consciousness. You really do get like a high off of it. It's like Whippets pretty much, where you literally just your brain doesn't get enough oxygen. You cut out before you actually die.
Maybe it wouldn't be as.
Yeah, I'd take the oxygen death over
think so?
the
You think
fiery
so?
burning.
I don't know.
Like-
You might hit and go out on impact compared to the kind of like the slowly
Knowing that
being
you're
deprived of
dying.
Well,
oxygen
and here's the
part,
thing though.
yeah.
Some people, I mean, you kind of don't know as much. I don't think. I don't know.
I mean, you're gonna start.
it's
like,
the co-pilot that was really like
He knew.
rutro raggy.
Yeah, like I am locked out now and
Like this isn't good.
I don't know. I bet it got pretty wild in the
cabin.
cabin when people realized they was gonna probably have to start fighting for air.
It's sad
Yeah. So
because you don't actually know. There's no way to know what actually happened. You know what I mean? Like I know
Yeah.
obviously he locked him out and stuff, but like what went on in the cabin, they can't contact anyone other than
Probably,
air
they probably
traffic.
got the black
it was a
boxes
really.
and
I'll
stuff.
send you
But
guys the video because it is really a really interesting like how well thought out this was from this pilot.
so he'd been working on it for a while.
Oh yeah, no, he had. I think he had a home sim and he'd flown the exact route
Oh wow.
already on his home sim like multiple times.
I
was
feel like
"All
I've
right."
heard about stuff like that where they are practicing their flights over and over and over and over again whenever
Yeah.
they plan to do stuff like that.
Well, I mean, they do that just to like that's
Normally
normal
training,
for
yeah.
for a pilot, but to do it and then be like, hey, I'm gonna like skirt the line between multiple air zones and end up in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Not ideal.
Sad. Very sad. McCamey Manor is an extreme controversy-filled haunted attraction originally based in San Diego before moving to Tennessee. Unlike traditional haunted houses, it doesn't rely on jump scares or props. Instead, guests are subjected to intense physical and psychological torment. Participants must sign a 40-page waiver, provide a doctor's note, pass a background check, and often endure hours of forced confinement, water dunking, fake medical procedures, and verbal humiliation. Many describe it as an entertainment more like a legal form of torture disguised as a haunted experiment.
That was kind of like your high school experience,
Right?
wasn't it, Nate?
Yeah, pretty much. If you really get down to it.
No
What
one
are
has
they
ever
looking
completed
for
it.
in the background check? Is there like, are they like, well,
They were worried.
They want to see how
Yeah.
bad of a dude you are.
Like, well,
if you're gonna tear
yeah.
He
up.
might get violent. We don't want him.
Yeah, he might overpower somebody here.
because that's this guy,
Always with the phone calls.
this fella.
It's your
He's
dad.
too popular.
What?
You're too
No,
popular.
your dad.
Oh, it's Corey.
Gotta say, what does he want?
No telling.
Oh gosh.
So no one's ever completed it despite a $20,000 prize offered for finishing.
Yeah, they say he's got it rigged where nobody
You
will.
can't
ever
win.
Yeah.
Even if you were going to win, he's not going to let you
You
win.
just beat him up right there
There's
at the end.
There's
Just
been
like,
people I think there's been people that were like getting really close, and then he'd be like, "Oh,
You can't take it anymore.
yeah, you can't take anymore. I can tell you're breaking or whatever."
Yeah,
we got.
we're not going to let you. We're not going to let you go on.
yeah.
The attraction is run by Russ McCamey. He is a Navy veteran who films every tour and considers the experience a survival horror show. He claims everything is done legal and consensual because of the waiver, though critics argue participants are pushed far past safe limits. Russ often laughs on camera during participants' breakdowns, leading some to call him a sadist because he's sadistic, hiding behind entertainment. Allegations have been made of unsafe practices, injuries, and even psychological trauma. Multiple petitions have attempted to shut the attraction down. Despite all this, Russ remains defiant and proud, insisting, "It's all smoke show and mirrors. People just don't understand the show." They're literally
You're getting
beating
dunked in the water.
the crap
Yeah, it's
out
all
of
smoke
people,
show. It's
shaving
We're
their
not.
heads. Like, they are putting them through, which I don't think it's going on right now, right? Isn't it at an end, or is he still doing that little tiny side thing?
I don't know.
Last I heard, it
Haven't
wasn't
kept up
going
to
on
date.
anymore. Like, it got shut. It's been getting shut down. But I don't know if he was doing a little side gig type of thing still. But eventually, I mean, it's been called in numerous times, I'm sure. I think eventually he got shut down, but he'd had gone to multiple locations. There's this huge list, supposedly. He said there's this huge list of people that have applied that wanted to get in. And you have to go through all of these things. He would like torture you before he even took you there to torture
Yeah.
you. To
I gotta see if you can handle it,
Yeah,
man.
basically.
Gotta see if you can take the
It
heat.
was. It's very odd. If you watch the videos and stuff, like it's something is
I
very
haven't
wrong
looked
with him.
that much into. I've heard about
You
it,
need
but I
to.
haven't actually
Yeah,
watched
but some
any.
of the videos are kind of.
It's very weird.
Well, and
It
it's-
wouldn't be a big deal if he would actually like let people win and
Here's
get
the-
paid.
yeah,
out.
That's what I was going to say. The reason
There's
why he
no
probably
payout
is
is
most
the
likely
thing.
to get shut down is just the fact that, yeah, he's got it rigged from the start. I mean, you
Yeah.
can't do that.
You can't win it.
If
There's
you,
also things you can't do to people. Like, even though you say, oh, it's consensual, that's legal, or whatever,
Yeah,
you
there's some
can't
things
beat
that
the
are-
crap
yeah.
out of somebody and
Yeah,
say, it's
even
okay
if
because
it's
they signed a
consensual.
waiver. Like,
well, morally.
Yeah.
But if we're on the legal speaking
well,
terms,
there's-
I think
there's-
it's literally everything but death is like you can kind of.
Really?
Yeah, I think. I
No,
think.
there's some ways around it. Well, because waivers are really kind of gray area.
yeah.
as it is.
But
that
like,
has to be very well worded, I
Yeah.
think, for you to
and
get.
he was dumb. I don't think he's very smart. I don't
Yeah.
think the waivers
Yeah.
were well worded. I
it
don't think
depends
they
on
were.
how good of a lawyer he hired to write up
I
a
wonder,
waiver.
did he
Yeah.
ever have lawsuits that went through?
Yeah, I don't know if they went through, but there
But
were lawsuits.
there were lawsuits. Yeah.
Yeah. It depends. You can get a lot out of a contract.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the U.S. government, you sign up for the military and you sign that contract. You're locked in, son.
Yeah.
That's you for the next
Yeah.
5 bare minimum years.
It's true. It's interesting because a lot of it, I think, was blindfolded and stuff too. So a lot of it was left to people's imaginations. I'm not sure that there was even that much, going on. Like, you're not like going through an actual haunted house. I don't feel like, I mean, you kind of are, but
Most of it was just torture stuff.
yeah, like they blindfold you, throw you in a van, beat the crap out of you, bring you to some cold water, dunk you in the cold water. They shave your head. They
yeah.
make you go through, like, army crawl through mud, underneath the bar, like, just like,
Some people love that, dude. I'm sure
that's
there's
what it is,
Like,
is some of it
people
was,
just like eat that crap up.
which is sad because it's people with mental disorders that were trying to get in to do it, So they already have trauma and already have issues and stuff, and he's feeding off of that because it empowers him.
I think
Because he's
kink
sadistic. So next is a rural haunted attraction that can be deceptively dangerous. In a small town in Ohio, a young girl vanished during a seasonal corn maze event. Everyone has been through a corn maze. You can't tell me you've never been through a corn maze, and that's what's scary. Initially dismissed as a prank or a child wandering off, her disappearance went unnoticed amid the sounds of laughter and screams from other visitors. Weeks later, her body was discovered, hidden within the walls of the cornfield itself. The case haunted the town, a grim reminder that some attractions consume more than just attention, that they can claim lives. Locals continue to tell the story of the maze that should have been fun became a real-life labyrinth of terror, and the memory of the lost girl lingers like a shadow across the fields. So I don't have a ton of information on just this one, but there are numerous stories of not just kids, but people in general in cornfields. Because the maze, it's very easy to hide in a corn maze and abduct someone or kill them.
Yeah. I think that, and there probably is a lot of stories like that in a corn maze. And I feel bad for like if a kid gets lost or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you're like,
you should never let your kid go in there by themselves like that little.
but if you're like a fully functioning grown adult, I feel like that the
I just start running
yeah,
through
it's
the
like
corn.
just go in one direction.
Yeah.
And I'll be out
Choose
at
a
some
way and
point.
walk, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, for a kid though, I could see where
Yeah.
it's like,
And I'm not sure. I'm assuming someone killed the child and just left them
Maybe.
inside of the.
that's true. I thought maybe just like in my
Possibly,
brain, I
yeah.
was like, oh, maybe
Because
she
someone, I feel like, would have heard her, but my assumption is that she was
just abducted.
killed and
Somebody got her.
left her in the cornfield.
I mean, stuff like that. I'm sure. You gotta be,
Halloween is a scary time because it is a holiday that's targeted towards children, and it puts children in a lot of vulnerable positions for things to happen to them because it's hidden in things like cornfields. It's hidden in the dark, trick-or-treating. It's hidden in haunted houses. There's just something, and I actually do like Halloween, but there is...
Brooklyn loves putting children in various.
No, I
might have
think
cut
it's
that.
it is scary because it gives a lot of opportunity for things to happen because it is a holiday around children, scaring children and isolating them so that people can can harm them. You know what I mean? Am I crazy for thinking that?
It sounds like a regular American holiday. I don't know if
Yeah.
you're talking. No, I'm just kidding. I think, yeah, I think it's one of those things where you do have to be careful. It's sad though, because we do live in a world now where Halloween's so lame now, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Yeah.
like, because now everybody's like, oh, let's do the trunk or treats instead of the
Yeah.
trick or treats. So now
Well,
it's like
'cause you
everybody.
can't trust anyone.
But like, it's like, and
It is
sucks.
lame, and
'Cause
it
it's like, I don't want
sucks.
to go to the back of your car
Yeah.
to get like Halloween
The
candy.
van with candy.
Yeah.
Like, there's no winning.
There's no
It's like-
adrenaline in that.
Yeah, I want to go. I want to see all your decorations on your house.
Yeah.
I want to go knock on the door. You
Yeah.
know,
The nostalgia of it all.
Yeah.
It is very sad.
and now
but
it's just like,
I don't have kids. Whew. I don't have any kiddos yet, but I can see the fear as a parent. Like, I will 100% be a helicopter parent because I do not trust
Oh, yeah.
anyone, and you can't trust anyone. And it's scary, like, thinking about people putting things in the candy, like razor blades in your Snickers bar.
I don't
or
think
like
that's real.
all
Yeah,
of the,
I
a
don't
lot of
think that's
No,
real.
I think
a lot
it's
of that's-
real.
A
I
lot
don't
of
think
that
so.
is wives' tales. A
yeah,
lot of
I think a
that.
lot. Nobody's
been
putting
some-
free Fent in the candy. That you know how
I
much
don't know
that
about
goes
drugs,
for the market.
but about things to hurt kids. A lot of
There's
people
been
don't
like
like
a
kids.
couple cases of stuff actually putting candy.
Yes.
I've heard and I've heard from or reading like police department statements is that it's like it's happened like a few times, like literally of the
Handful of times.
of the like years, decades that we've been doing. Like, I think maybe there's like a handful of reports. I think a lot of it's just like people freaking
Lying.
out, to be honest. They're
Yeah.
just like kind of like, hey, let's, and then some of it's too is probably people that don't want Halloween to be celebrated at all. Mm-hmm. Like the whole like, oh, it's the devil worshipping holiday, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is people trying to basically like shut it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
And I don't even know so much about like the evilness of supernatural paranormal stuff. Like, I feel like that's pushed to the side for me. I know some of it is real. I'm sure like ritualistic things happen with Halloween, everything. I know some of that's probably real. But mine is the evilness of people, like during the Halloween season. That's
I
what's
like
scary to me.
I like the King of the Hill episode on Halloween.
Yeah.
Where it's like they have like
Never seen it.
You haven't seen it. It's like the overly religious, like everything's the devil lady, and
Yeah.
they make her go through like I don't even know what she called it, but it's like, and then at the end to save the day, Hank Hill puts on his like way too small for him devil
Costume.
costume,
Oh,
and they all
yikes.
celebrate Halloween. It's awesome. It's great. I don't know. I think that. I think
know what I got from that.
I don't know. Yeah, me neither. That was kind of a tangent. I don't know. I think Halloween's cool. I think that
Yeah.
we
I
shouldn't
always
be
liked
like.
it.
Yeah. I think people get a little too uptight. I think let people have fun, man.
What I think is it is what you make it.
Yeah.
If you make it to be evil and your intentions are, oh, ritualistic, evil, demonic, all these things, then that is what it is.
Yeah.
But if you make it into this is a holiday where you get
Like,
to
let's
dress
dress
up
up.
and you get
Yeah.
candy,
Yeah.
you spend time with your family,
That's like the best holiday.
then that's
Yeah.
okay.
You
You know
know?
what I mean?
Like-
It's hard because I understand people's beliefs and I also understand what you let in affects you and impacts you and what you choose to do. But I also think that you can guard your heart and your mind from things. So if you don't want to partake in the evil, you don't have to partake in
That's
the evil.
exactly what I think whenever I do drugs. I'm protecting my heart and my mind. This will not affect me. I'll be okay.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. We're gonna. I see what you mean whenever you say you have to cut out a lot. This is,
There's
yeah.
a reason why there's so many cuts.
no, but I think it's like reminds me of like when people are like, oh, you can't watch like SpongeBob or you can't like
Yeah. It's
collect
just-
Pokemon cards. It's like, come on, guys, let's
Really? Yeah.
Let's-
Some of it's pretty.
let's
there's
have
some-
fun.
Yeah.
you know?
There's some weirdos out there that.
It's like because I know kids that didn't get to watch SpongeBob, and
And
you
they
can
turn
They're
out.
rough.
They turn out odd.
you can tell. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the homeschooled kids.
Yeah. No diss.
You ever met a kid that, like, high school, for whatever reason, his parents decided to take him out of homeschooling and
It's
throw
too
him
late.
into the real world in, like, high school age or middle school?
It's too late, son.
Like, that kid has got some hurdles
This
to
doesn't go for
overcome.
my homeschooled friends. You guys are
It
normal and I
does.
love
You
you.
guys
No,
are weird.
You're odd. I promise.
I love you. You're a little different than everyone else, and that's okay.
Socialization is key.
That's okay. All right, we still love you. All right, but give me like 2 steps.
Yeah.
2 steps. All right, I'm not your brother. Okay.
Yeah.
that is so funny.
I'm telling you, I've met some kids that were homeschooled for a long time, and they are always a
Yeah.
little odd.
I mean, they're good people.
Yeah, it doesn't mean they're not
100%.
good people.
But it's just like, yeah.
They're just out of the loop.
Yeah, that's essentially is. It's just like you didn't experience, you didn't go through it. You know, the terrors
bullying.
of like middle school, and now you're
the
trying to like,
embarrassment and the social anxiety and all of that you should have had when you were young. Now you're going through it when you're old, and
That's scary.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
a
weird.
bad
Now it's like,
recipe.
because whenever it's like a kid that's like weird and awkward and says like dumb stuff, it's like
More
okay, but they're
understandable.
like 7, so
Yeah.
it's like well, but then when you're like 27, it's a little, you kind of start to
You're a little stunted.
you lose some of that grace
Yeah.
from others.
Yeah, especially from others.
Yeah. Could you imagine if I was homeschooled? I mean,
Oh,
it's
it'd been
already
terrible.
rough.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm the same way. If I would have been homeschooled.
It would have been a nightmare.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a nightmare.
It already, yeah. I mean, so imagine this, and like it's like Kaioken times 10. It's not good.
That one's interesting
Blackmail,
because it's
like-
not like it wasn't an actual like haunted house attraction. It was in a town haunted. They considered it a haunted house.
Yeah, kind of like this place.
Don't say
Yeah.
that. You guys are freaking me out.
You don't have a basement, right? I would check.
We have an attic.
I would make sure that there's not a secret basement.
Don't say that.
That would
There
be
probably was one left from that old house that
Probably.
was used.
Don't say that.
probably.
My doorbell's been getting rang at 3:00 in the morning this whole week. And my husband came back and it rang again last night and he was here as a witness. So it's not just me.
Yeah. And it's going to
I'm
be
concerned.
even like a little bit more concerning when she gets rid of the doorbell and it keeps
And it's
ringing.
still
Yeah,
ringing.
no.
That's
Please
gonna be
pray,
not-
pray, give good thoughts to me in my house because we're gonna have to anoint it.
It's I mean, hey man, you know what? The old house goes up in flames, you know, 100 some
Creepy
years old.
dolls.
It's fine.
Let's just tell you before the house that was here before this house was almost had like an Adobe appearance. It was it made out of rock or was it like
was Adobe.
sculpted?
Yeah,
it was
it was
Adobe.
Adobe.
It was like-
Okay, and it had dolls. So these big, weird looking doll heads were hung up. Was there skulls too?
I don't think there were skulls.
think
Just
It's
the doll
just
heads. Doll heads were hung up on the front porch, like with the eyes poked out
Yeah.
and stuff. It was a very eerie looking house, and when you drive by, you would have like a weird sense.
Unironically, probably one of the I don't know
Creepiest
if coolest,
houses?
but like
Yeah,
most
one of the-
unique houses
Yeah.
In town.
In town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you knew it.
And I was
Sure.
like, man, I was kind of sad when it burnt down. I was like, man,
Yeah.
that was a pretty sick house.
Yeah.
You know,
And
like,
so we decided we were going to build our house right
Yep,
where that
right on
house
top of it.
was.
right here.
That we put a Bible in the foundation. We prayed over the house before it was fully built. I pray over it daily.
And so now we know that doesn't help.
Whatever.
Now you may need
Prayer always works.
You may
It's just odd
may
that
need
for
to do-
some reason the doorbell at night at 3:00 in the morning is
see what
deciding to
translation
go
was
off.
it. Here's the problem. It probably wasn't King James.
It may not have been.
You throw the
wasn't
NLT in that sucker.
KJV.
It's what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Big man's like, oop, wrong one,
Protect that house.
wrong one.
No. But that's what we've been doing with this week. So they've just been giving me a hard time that my house is haunted. It's not.
It's
not
just a
haunted.
gas leak. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Don't light a match.
Weird. Good thing these candles are fake, right? Dorothea Puente's Halloween tours. I'm proud of you guys. Already know I can't pronounce anything, so just be understanding that anything Brooklyn says is probably wrong. Mm-hmm. In the heart of Sacramento, on a quiet residential street lined with sycamore trees and weathered Victorian homes, there stands a 2-story white house with blue trim. It looks ordinary, pleasant even, The kind of place where someone's grandmother might serve warm cookies and gossip about the neighbors. That illusion is exactly what Dorothea wanted. For years, from this very house at 1426 F Street, she played the role of a kindly landlady who took in the lost, the elderly, and mentally ill. People no one else would miss. But beneath the lace curtains and floor wallpaper, she was burying her boarders one by one in the backyard. Fast forward decades later, Dorothea is long dead and the house has new owners. But the story she left behind never died. Every year around Halloween, when the air turns cold and the veil feels a little thinner, the gates to the murder house open, inviting the curious, brave, and morbidly fascinated inside. They call them Halloween tours. And they aren't like anything you find at your local haunted attraction. There are no actors hiding in closets, no fake blood, and no cheap jump scares. What chills you here isn't what pops out, but what happened. Visitors step inside and immediately the house feels wrong. It isn't haunted in the Hollywood sense, no slamming doors or flickering chandeliers, but there's a heaviness to it. Every floorboard seems a sign or the weight of secrets. The guides walk guests through the rooms, the parlor where Dorothea charmed social workers, the kitchen where she mixed sleeping pills into the stew, and the bedroom where she smothered her victims. Then comes the backyard. Even though the soil had been turned over and relaid, everyone knows this is where they found them. 7 bodies dug from the flower beds, wrapped in sheets and plastic. Dorothea used to joke that she had a gardening hobby. No one had any idea that she was tending to graves. People say that during Halloween tours, if you stay back as the group moves on, you might see something move near the far edge of the yard, where the last body was uncovered. Some swear they hear muffled crying, others say the wind carries whispers, and few claim they've heard a woman's voice soft, grandmotherly, offering them a warm meal and a safe place to stay. Most people don't linger after that. The tour guides wrap up things in the basement where crime scene photos and court documents line the walls like a grim museum. Guests leave in silence, filing out of the Sacramento night. Some go for drinks afterward, others go home and double-check their locks. But everyone leaves with the same thought. Monsters don't always look like monsters. Sometimes they look like sweet old ladies.
Do you think they rent it out as an Airbnb?
They might.
Do you know
Probably.
how lucrative that could be? I would go.
Yeah.
I think that would be...
People make money off of the
Oh,
sickest
yeah.
stuff.
Is it? But I mean, that's like...
The morbid fascination is what they all talk
it's just
about.
like, isn't that crazy that it's just like, just some Grammy? I mean, yeah, because that's
Taking advantage of people, and that is the easiest way to pretend you're someone so sweet, you're taking care of people. Oh, come on in, eat some of this.
Do we really believe it was only like 7 or 8?
I mean, there
How
might
long do
have
you think
been
that this
more
lady had been getting
killing
after it?
people. It just might not have been there.
Yeah, and she got away with it too, right?
for
she
a while
died there?
until she.
Did she get caught?
I don't know if she got caught and then died, or if she died before. Let's look and see.
Because that's like, at that point too, you're just doing it for the love of the game. You're not even like, it's not even like these are people that you have a grudge against,
Yeah,
or this
it's
is
just
like you
serial
just
killer.
cold-blooded.
Just a serial killer.
Yeah. Who saw really like somebody's gonna
Taking advantage of the most vulnerable people.
yeah, and she sat there and she thought
She
man,
was caught before she died.
She was.
Yes, it said was caught in 1988, several years before her death in prison. She fled but was identified and apprehended shortly after. Social workers filed a missing person report for one of her tenants, and they began following her and looking at all the stuff, and they ended up finding all the bodies and everything. So
I wonder if she ever thought, man, this is going to be a really great financial opportunity one day for somebody to turn this into
this house into a scary, like a haunted house.
Make some real money.
Well, they do that with like the Lizzie Borden house. They do that with the
Yeah.
Winchester house. Like they do where they have people come and look at it and guided tours and stuff. So
Yeah.
I guess they're gonna make something out of anything. Should we do that with my house? Like there
think
used
we
to be
should.
doll heads. I should put some doll heads
I think
on the
we
porch.
should. It'll probably take a few weeks to really get good, but I think after that, I think that we'll be we'll have something. We'll make sure. Can we do if I die in like some crazy, like scary way at my house, you guys can do that.
Yeah, we're allowed to
Tours at your
profit off of it.
Yes, you're allowed to, because you know what? It's like, well, Mason would have wanted this.
Yeah, he would want
He
it.
really. Here's the gift shop, by the way, guys. If you wanna,
You have to spend $20 at least in the gift
Yeah.
shop to be
for
able
us
to
to
leave.
let you out, Or
Lock all the exit
yeah,
doors.
we'll leave you in here with the ghost.
You gotta
of
rub
Mason.
dirt and worms on your face.
Exactly, or this is it.
It's crazy.
No, but yeah, I think it's crazy because it's stuff like that people make money off of, but it really is like how many other places have just like a bunch of like burial grounds, like even in
Like
Tulsa.
crime stuff. Like you could stay at the motel in town and probably ask for the room the guy got killed in.
Yeah,
There
may be more bodies over there than this
Yeah.
lady's house.
Seriously.
Or like even like Tulsa race massacre. Like how many buildings have we just slapped on top of like mass
Well, the
graves?
quick trip
and stuff?
down the street from my work, I'm pretty sure just had a second shooting where someone died.
Yeah.
There's like a shooting every other week there.
Yeah. You could probably get more supernatural activity out of like your average Tulsan quick trip
Yeah.
than
So
a
sad.
haunted house. Yeah. You ever watch First 48? I mean,
Yeah, they're all in Tulsa.
yes. It's incredible. I'm like,
Sad.
wow. I'm like, surely we're not in this one.
Yeah.
Well,
Enough. Yeah, the
well,
first one.
there-
all right.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Speaking of Tulsa, that's our last story is
Oh,
the
boy.
Hex House.
Oh, the
So
Hex House.
we have our own haunted house in Tulsa called the Hex House, and it is one of the more intense ones, right? Where they
Yeah.
can touch you, can sign the waivers, do all the things. Well, it was based on an actual true house, something that happened in Tulsa. It was what the Hex House was inspired by. Few haunted attractions carry the weight of history like Tulsa's Hex House. Originally built in the 1940s, it looked ordinary from the outside. But inside, Carol Ann Smith controlled and terrorized 2 women for nearly 7 years, keeping them in a basement where they slept on crates, ate stale bread, and believed they were cursed. Police found the women nearly catatonic. Ritual candles and books of spells littered the basement, revealing Smith's mix of psychological abuse and superstition. Even after the house was demolished, locals reported strange occurrences on the land. People say that there were shops failing, construction stalling, and neighbors sensing a creeping unease in the area. Today, a commercial haunted attraction operates on the site. Employees report cold spots, moving objects, and whispering voices, leaving guests unsure where the past still clings to the walls. So, basically, they thought that she had killed people because they found some bodies in her backyard, but it was just pets, I think, that she had buried in boxes and stuff. But what had happened is she had these 2 women, they lived with her, and they went and worked, and they gave her all of their paychecks, everything. She got everything for them. She had like brainwashed them into almost worshiping her in a way. So she convinced them to give her all of the money that they made, and then she would like just give them like stale bread and stuff and made them sleep on those
So she
crates.
just started a mini cult, essentially.
Pretty
in her
much.
basement.
Sounds like.
She was just
Pretty
like,
much. And that's why they call it the Hex House, is because they think that she had put curses on them, like that she was a witch, and that she was like kind of training them to be witches as well, which
Yeah.
is why they had the spell books and everything. So that's where the thoughts or inspiration, I guess, from the Hex House came from.
But she
in
never
Tulsa.
killed them?
She never killed anyone that I know of. Let me just make sure on that though.
Because, that's weird. And, like I don't think it's good that you're taking their paycheck. Like, obviously, you're
Yeah.
taking advantage of other people. But if you didn't kill them, is that what the bar is now, though? I mean, essentially.
think so. I
In
think that-
every story we have at this point, it's kind of just like, well, did anybody die?
It says, so no, it was not convicted of murder, although she was involved in suspicious deaths apparently, but they were never found guilty. They were forced to live in her basement. She had them convinced through manipulation and occult beliefs that they would receive a heavenly reward for giving her their wages.
No.
No.
Okay.
So it was kind of culty.
it was a cult. It was just like a little...
Apparently, there was a pattern of people
Got that.
close to her that would conveniently die, and she would collect insurance money from their deaths, including her husband, father, and a maid.
Yeah, she's killing
So
people.
she probably killed some people. It's just not proven.
She may have just been really good at hexing people.
There was never, yeah.
Maybe she just she figured it out.
Did you see on the Charlie Kirk case that people had been putting hexes on him?
Could you imagine how like
I know that's kind of
how,
off topic a
how
little
cold
bit, but
how cold your blood would run if like you wrote that article and then like a day later you open Twitter and it's like
well, you should feel horrible.
it's like oh
You don't
it's all right.
don't
Hey,
do
you know
things
what?
that are
And
evilly intended towards
I've
people.
that gave me an idea. We're gonna get some Etsy witches and we're gonna have them bless this house with their magic. I mean, it's
Yeah. That's all right. I think the Lord will do it for me. I think I trust him a little bit more than some Etsy witches.
I mean, $15 could get you pretty far. I mean, isn't that nuts though?
That is
really,
crazy.
It's really like
'cause it didn't-
attention seeking.
like,
is
surely
what it
that
seems
didn't-
like.
But like, imagine being the guy, because now you've got to talk to the police
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like,
Because you wanted to like play dress up
and
and
do something stupid.
burn candles.
Here's the interesting thing about Etsy in general is I didn't realize the services that you could get on
Anything.
Etsy.
Anything on it.
It is literally anything.
anything.
I read a deal that a guy was doing that, was selling hexes on the side, but
Yeah.
just for money. He's like,
Yeah, it
he
wasn't
said-
real.
I'll give you
Yeah.
a money hex
Like
for.
he'd be like wealth or like stuff like that, and then he'd just like send him a picture of like some burnt sage and a candle, and he was making, a bunch of money. Just,
I mean, but you're not. I mean, can you say that you're? I mean,
it's illegal.
is it illegal?
Illegal to
Is
do
it?
that. Yeah.
Really?
but
Is
he's-
because is that a scam? I mean, if you're,
I would think
I mean,
so.
you're doing what you said, what you're getting paid to. You're like, yeah, I'll bless you it, and I'll burn some sage, and I'll
Yeah.
say a little prayer, and we'll see what happens.
Have you seen? We need to do this with Wyatt whenever we get a Patreon someday.
We need to curse Wyatt and see how long he lasts.
Have you seen,
just
or we
time
can do
it.
it with ourselves because we already know what our like soulmates look like. But the ones where you order like. They tell you what your soulmate's gonna look
That's
like, and they
so
draw
dumb.
a picture or something, and then say like their traits
don't
or
y'all do it?
characteristics.
Why don't
I think
y'all
it'd
do
be
it? Are
interesting.
you afraid?
Something
Yeah,
crazy.
it won't be you,
A
Riley.
completely different. Yeah.
I mean, it's not that I believe it anyways, but it's just funny to see that.
As long as I get a picture of Ryan Gosling, then you know what, they're all right with me.
if I get Ryan Gosling, I'm like,
You got me.
they nailed it.
That's perfect.
He's in the jacket from Drive.
Yes, they got the scorpion and everything
Yeah.
on the back. Yep, you got it. A tip,
So
my good
stupid.
sir. $5.
Yeah, I've seen that. People talk about it. It's like I got the picture, and 10 years later, I met a lady at a wedding, and she was like, I was like, that's her.
Yeah.
That's definitely
that
her.
very
My soulmate.
indistinct.
Here's
Here's the thing about doing
brunette.
it before you have a spouse is I feel like you mentally
start
see
looking-
that,
you're gonna
and
look at
that's
her
who
and
you're
you're-
going to be looking
Yeah.
for, and that's why.
Yeah, I think
if
it's
you
a
already
placebo
have,
thing.
yeah, if you
It's
already
like,
have
oh, that's
a
my
spouse,
soulmate.
then
I've
you
got to
can
go
try
talk
to do
to her.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. But
I got a
you
picture.
never-
It's in my pocket.
Yeah.
I'll pull it out of
I've
my
been
pocket.
keeping it in my wallet for 7 years.
Just like I feel like if you go get readings done and stuff, you're looking for bad things or good things, or you're looking for whatever they tell
Yeah.
you.
You just,
That's what
it's
you're
like the
gonna be set
horoscopes.
on.
You got to be as generic as you can while still seeming somewhat
Yeah.
specific.
Yeah.
And you're going to capture like 80% of
Yeah.
like,
It's just like the old TV shows and stuff, where, like the psychic shows they had, where they'd be like, and they'd have like
What is that lady's
like
name?
60 people in a room, and she'd be like, I'm getting a M, maybe a Mark, Matthew.
That's
Yeah.
me. That's
And then
me.
she-
yeah. And there's one guy. And it's
Yeah.
like, yep, there
My
he is.
dad's name is Matthew. And she's like,
is he dead?
And she looks at the guy, and he looks like he's in his 60s, and he's like, and she's like, I'm assuming, oh, your father has passed. Yes, he's talking to me. And the guy's like, how did you know that?
Who was that lady who was a smoker? And they would be like, I have a question about my dad. And she's like, he's dead. He drowned. Like immediately. Have you seen her on TikTok and stuff?
don't
It's
know
old
that
from
one.
way back then. She's a smoker. I'll show you guys after this. She sounds like she smoked like 12 packs a day, but she's
Sounds
like,
knowledgeable.
honey, your dad is gone.
You know?
They're like,
that-
my dad left like 12 years ago. He ain't come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's just like.
I mean, that tobacco
can
is
just say whatever
kind of
she
like burning
wants.
sage in a way. You know,
Yeah,
you
no
start
doubt.
lighting them suckers up. Yep, he's gone.
These American spirits are talking to me.
They're saying something. Have some whiskey. Oh, it spoke. It spoke to me. What a strange urge I must obey.
It's wild.
Gosh, dude. Yep. I don't know. I think, I mean, could it hurt to throw some dude on Etsy $15? You know?
I think you're inviting some trouble into your life.
You know what? For $15, he's not doing anything. If it was like 50, then I'd believe that.
Like, all right, maybe he is.
Maybe this guy is busted out of a book and started to read some stuff out. But if for $15, I mean, Etsy's already taken half of it, so you get
he's
$7 bones.
$5. Yeah.
You know, he may I don't know, he may like I said, he may light up a cigarette for you.
Yeah.
You know, be like, well, this one's to you, Mark.
Good
There you
luck.
go. We'll see what happens.
Gosh.
Any last thoughts on real life haunted houses? You guys for haunted houses, against haunted
I think
houses?
they're cool. I think
They're
we
fun.
shouldn't. I think we shouldn't put real people in somewhat real nooses.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
that's
we
kinda
should be take safety as the
Yeah.
biggest thing with haunted houses. It can be fun, but things can be fun without putting people in a lot of danger.
Yeah. If you're gonna waterboard and beat someone,
Yeah.
bury them alive and stuff, you probably ought to at least let them win the
Exactly.
grand
At least
prize.
let them have the 20 grand. If you made it that far, you
Yeah.
know, you deserve it.
I agree.
You know, so, and let your kid watch SpongeBob.
Yeah.
I think what we got out of
Put
this
them in
one,
public schools.
you know what? It'll toughen them up in a good way. Okay. There's like a 90% chance they'll make it out all right. And you know what?
The other 10, what
It's
can
worth
you do?
risking it.
Yeah, you know.
Maybe wait a couple years and see how the first one turns out. If you don't like it,
If you don't
Switch
like
routes.
it.
You
have
know?
another kid.
Let's see maybe what
homeschool that
online.
one,
Yeah, let's see what Charter does. You know,
Yeah.
let's just get
Epic.
experimenting.
Yeah.
You know.
Thank you so much for joining us in today's episode. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like and subscribe. We want to hear from you. Leave topic ideas in the comments or find our email in the description box below to send us your scary stories. Find us here next time on the Fear and Flame podcast.
See ya.
Bye.
Out.
Till next time, sucker.